Hello and welcome back to Jessi FIT Pilates, your home to get fit, toned, and flexible as we strengthen, stretch, and smile unicorns. If you're here, you've made it to day 22 and of my 28-day challenge. It is officially longer than any other challenge I've done. So if you've been with me and you've done my other challenges, then you've done it longer than I've ever produced, and I'm so glad and so proud of you. I'm happy that you're here, and I've got my unicorn horn ready to go. Today we are doing an upper body and core focused workout with dumbbells. I'm going to be using 2 sets of weights today. I'm going to be using a set of 3s and a set of 5s. You'll see why I use the 5s, but if you don't have the same exact weights as me, that's fine. You might want to go lighter, you might want to go heavier, just work with whatever you have. If you don't have weights, you can use bottles of water, jugs of water, you can use books, you can use cans of soup, whatever you have that's going to add a little bit of weight or resistance. So just join on in as best you can. We actually are going to start on the mat today. You can pad your knees if you need to, and we're going to start with a cat-cow. So take your hands onto the mat, knees are down on the floor, and you're going to arch your back, and then round it. And arch. Breathing in, and then exhale. Breathing out, bringing your tail and your horn together. Again, reaching your tail and your horn away from each other and then up to the ceiling. And then reaching them back together. And arch. And round. And then right from here, I'm going to bring my knees together. I'm going to keep a neutral spine, and we're just going to do a few hip circles. I'm going to bring my knee in and around just to loosen up my hip. Trying to keep my spine neutral, and then other direction, back, out, around. Trying to keep my weight equal between both hands. You can drop to your elbows if that's too much on your wrists. And I'll flip around to do the other leg so you can see the other side. And bring that other knee in, out, around, in, out, around, in, out, around. Really trying to keep that spine neutral. One more. And then reverse, right? Back, out, around. Keeping the arms long, keeping the tail and the horn reaching away from each other. 2 more. 1 more. Awesome. I am going to grab my lighter set of weights. So I'll take both weights out. And I'll take both weights out. And I'm going to take my lighter set of weights. Remember, you can always play around. We're going to start with some core work. So I'm going to lay on my back. And this shirt's a little baggy today, but I'm going to find my neutral spine. You can always do a flat back if that feels better. And I'm going to take my hands with the weight right above my chest. And I'm going to aim to keep my hands really still right there. So nice neutral spine, and I'm going to start some toe taps, right? 2 deep breaths in here. Inhaling and exhaling. Keeping the shoulder blades reaching down to the mat so the arms are really heavy, but the arms are really long. So there's that opposite energy going down. And then if you want, you can try curling the head up. Right, getting some ab work in there. And we'll go for about 10 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Placing both feet down. I'm just going to reach my arms back. Take a big stretch there. You can bend your knees if you need to. Reach my hands up. Roll all the way up and take a big stretch. from here, I'm gonna slide. From here, we're gonna slide our hands back. Let's bring the weights together. And we're gonna do a little bit of elbow abs. So bring your elbows underneath. I'm coming a little bit closer to the weights. Bring your elbows sort of underneath your shoulders. Bring your feet on up. And first we're gonna start just bringing our hips side to side from this table position. And you wanna try to keep your elbows down. And then from here, I'm gonna try to tap my toes down to one side of the weight, twist, tap the other side, right? If that's too much, you can always just stay with the halfway down version that I did in the beginning. This is quite harder. Try to keep your chest lifted and your shoulders back. You're like twisting, coming up, twisting, coming up, twisting, lifting, really deep twist. I'm trying to keep my feet and my knees together so they're doing the same thing at the same time. Give me 4, switch, 3, switch, 2, switch, 1, and switch. Go ahead and come on up. You can bring your feet and then grab the weights. I think I'm only gonna grab one weight for this. I'll take the other one out of the way. And I'm gonna come all the way back. I'm gonna start the weight above my chest. And I'm gonna bend one knee. I'll bend the knee that's far away from you so you can see it. And I'll reach my hands back. We're gonna do almost like a half teaser. So we're gonna sort of tuck the tail, reach the hands up, roll on up and raise that leg up. And then roll down. Let's let it forward a little bit. And again, let's go ahead, take the hand, then the foot up, push into that opposite foot, roll up. If you can't come all the way up, just go up as high as you can. And hand and foot up, roll up, and then down. You can always leave both knees bent. Inhaling up, exhaling down. We'll do 4 more on this side, then we'll switch to the other side. Inhale to lift, reaching for your toes. Exhale to release. Inhale, coming up. Exhale to release. And again. 1 more. And then holding it. Let's just lower and lift that leg. 3 more. 3, 2. Hold it now. The arms up, up. 3, 2, 1. Bend that knee. Lift your spine super tall. Extend the other leg. Roll back. Reach the arms back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, draw your abs in super tight. Draw your shoulders down your back. Reach your hands up to the ceiling. Curl your head up to your chest. Roll up and reach for your toes. Exhale to release. 1 vertebra at a time to the mat, hopefully. A little harder with the one leg situation going on. To the toes. Release. Hands and head up. Release. Trying to keep the legs and the elbows long, that's the hard part. And bend the leg, especially if you need to. 4 more. Lifting the legs and the hands. And 3. 2. 1 more time. Hold it, lower and lift that leg. 3, 2, 1. Now the arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a stretch, and from there we're gonna move on. Move on. Let's grab the other weight, and let's go ahead and bend your arms for a second and stretch. Right, bend, stretch. Come back to your neutral spine, hopefully. You can always go into a flat back. Try to take your legs up. And I want you to bend your arms and stretch your arms as you lower your legs and lift your legs. Breathe in. I don't have to make the legs very big here. Of course you can. That'll make it super hard. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. You want to make it a little harder. You can curl up with your head and your neck if that feels good. And give me 8, 7, 6. Right? Keeping that chest really wide. Keeping your back really long. Almost there. 3 more. Really feeling them in my lower abs. And last 1. Excellent. Come all the way down. Let's reach your hands and your legs out to sort of an X position. You can always drop down. This might be a little heavy for me. I'm gonna roll up. You can bend your knees if you need to. And then saw off my toe. Come back up. Roll back. Definitely more of a challenge with the weights. Come up. Saw off my other baby toe. Roll back. And come up. Reaching for the toe, and then this arm stretches back. Rolling back. And up. Exhaling. 6 more like this. Reaching. Coming up, curling. Sawing off the toe. Rolling through the spine. Back through my neutral, then rolling up again. 4 more. Getting a stretch in my legs, getting work in my abs, twisting through my obliques. 2 more. And the weights actually help you come up. 1 more time. Awesome. I'm gonna slide my feet forward. And I'm gonna come to a plank with my, now part of the reason I use the heavier set of weights isn't so much for this move to have weight, it's so much for the grip. I get really wristy when I do a lot of planks with a flat hand, and this really seems to kind of take it away. Remember, you can always do this on your knees. So come to a plank position, and then slide that side in, and then out, and then same thing, out. And you can play around with your foot position, so wider will make that a little bit easier, narrower will make it a little harder. And it just takes all that wrist pressure off. So just sliding in and sliding out. And what that does is that, you know, you're coming into a single arm plank for a few seconds there, which is quite the challenge, especially on your shoulders and your obliques. Remember, you can be on your knees or your elbows. Let's do 3, 2, 1. And let's take a child's pose. This time, reach your hands perpendicular to your body, or maybe that's parallel, I'm not quite sure. And just take a child's pose, and you'll also get a little bit of an extra stretch here. Now we're gonna do that same thing, adding a push-up. So I'm gonna keep my hands in this grip. You're welcome to go there for your push-ups. And you're always welcome to do these on the knees. And I'm gonna push up. And I'll do the arm that's close to you, push up, the arm that's far away, push up, close to you, far away. We'll do 4 more. And 4, down, 3, down, 2, down, 1, and down. Awesome. Slide sliding back in. I'm gonna take the child pose again. This time I'm gonna leave my hands sort of underneath the weight. Deep breath in. And now we're gonna do a side plank variation with the weights. Remember, you can always do these on the knees. We won't be taking the arm up with the weight, although you could try that. That'll certainly make things quite a bit more challenging. So come up to a plank and then rotate onto the foot and take the hand up. Then come back down on that hand. Now just watch my feet. I twist, I take the hand up. And if that's too much, just work on twisting, because I know a lot of people say side planks are really hard for me, and this is just a nice way to get your body, almost trick your body into it. And twist, and twist, 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 and twist. Awesome. Take your knees down. Big stretch. This time I'm just gonna leave my hands on top. See how that changes the stretch. And this time I'm gonna add a leg raise in there. Some people like say push-ups, but I'm gonna leave the push-ups out of there. I just think that's gonna get really risky for a lot of us. So come to your plank, come here, kick, plank, side plank, kick. And you can always keep the arms down and just do the kick with a twisted hip. Let's do 8 more like that. Right, that top hip. And just stay with the twist and the side plank if that's too much. Halfway there. 4. Twisting, kicking, twisting, kicking. Last one. Awesome. Settle on down. Nice and gentle on your knees. Big deep stretch, this time palms up, also on the dumbbell. Now we're going to do a triangle. I'm just gonna grab one of the light weights. And I'm gonna open my feet and come into like a warrior kind of 3 pose, I think that is, from yoga. And I'm gonna put this hand here for now. And I'm gonna slide, so one leg is pointed towards you, the other leg's out. Slide this down, as far as feels comfortable, then up. Right, down, up, down, up. Now, let's grab the other weight. And both hands come same position, down, up, and I really feel that in my obliques and my arm. 8 more. Down, up. Exhale. Inhale. I'm jutting my hip out to the side. My legs are long. You can play around with your foot position to find that right pose. 3 more. 2 more. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, I'm gonna take that arm down. I'll drop that one weight for a second. Point my toes in the other direction. And I'll go down, come up. This side's definitely tighter. Down, it's gliding down my leg. And you can play around with the distance. Maybe I should be a little wider on this side. Yeah, feels a little better for me. So I definitely feel a stretch on that way down. Now I'm gonna grab the other weight and take it down, up, squeezing my butt together, pressing my hips out to one side, and just go to your level. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up. And reach up, coming up, take it down, down, up, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more time. Awesome. Right from here, let's go ahead and take it with your feet about shoulder, a little wider than shoulder width, and reach your arms out. I want you to twist, center, keep your hips still, actually twist, and twist, twist. Now adding on, twist, curl, center, curl, center, and curl, center, curl, center. Give me 6 more like this. Try to keep your hips as still as you can, really squeezing your thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Go ahead and lower your arms down. Take a few shoulder circles. And then the other way. And we'll end with some armings. Arm up, take it over, side bend, reach, switch it, up and over. Switch, reach, over, up, and over. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have a few more days together, and make sure you try to check me out live if you're doing this with me in February 2021. If not, make sure you hit the blog and you see, well, even if you are doing it with me, make sure you hit the blog. There's a whole bunch of goodies there, and I publish at least once a week. I'm so grateful that you're here, and I'm so proud of you for showing up for 22 days. Thank you so much for being here.